Karen and Lexi. I'm helping my friend who's in the hospital, and so came by to walk Lexi, and she's beat. So I wanted to answer a question from a viewer that was asking about her husband, who has decided he is not quitting drinking, and he will be just fine. He's about stage 4. She's got kids. She's doing Al-Anon, and unfortunately, every time she brings up recovery, he does not want to hear it, right? And so he's found a new girl, and she's got a couple kids, and she seems to be fine with it. And so this viewer, fellow friend, asked me what I thought about that. And this is not the first time I've heard this, especially in the last week. I've heard this a few times. And this is what it is. Alcoholics and addicts take hostages, okay? If you are not going to go along with our ideas, we are going to find someone else. That's just the way it is. We lower the bar so that we can feel more comfortable about ourselves and what we're doing to ourselves and our family and friends. So if you don't want to play, I'll find somebody else that will. And a lot of times I find people sick as me, other drinkers and addicts and alcoholics. So like I said, I can do what I want to do. A lot of times I find people that'll pay because I'm drinking and using so much I can't support myself. And I don't want anyone nagging at me. So I look for people that are going to co-sign my bullshit. And if it's not you, it's going to be someone else. And as I got worse and worse, I kept lowering the bar. So finally, when I was in Snow Creek and I was staying with a friend of mine who I used to work with, you know, because I was homeless, and so I called him because I knew he was a drug user, and I said, hey, I'm homeless, and he and his boyfriend said, oh, you can come and stay here. And I went and stayed there, and I had all my cocktail dresses and all my fancy clothes from my big life when I was sober, stuffed in a Glad garbage bag. And so I'm packing around my cocktail dresses in a Glad garbage bag, thinking I'm all that in a bag of chips, right? Like if I had to go to a party, I could just dig out one of my gowns. Oh my God, delusional. I really pretty much thought that I was much better than any of the people in this meth house. I wasn't doing the meth. I thought I was better than them. I thought I was the best dressed, well-mannered. I was way above these people. And in this house with no running water. And it was ridiculous. But in my mind, in my delusion, I was the best person in the neighborhood, right? I was like way better than all of these people. And I had to keep lowering the bar of people because I kept lowering like my standards. So you can't figure this out. Don't even figure it out. First thing, for all of you women that have decided to take the high road and quit buying this bullshit, or men, if you're in a relationship and you're not buying this alcoholic addicts bullshit anymore, you want to get a better life and they find someone else, let them. You are seeing a little piece of the show. For the woman that contacted me this morning, let's see what happens. Right now it might feel like, ouch, right? He's found someone else. Let's wait. Let's wait till either she runs out of money, she loses her job, he wrecks her car, they get in a fight, she gets sick of carrying his ass, they break up, somebody goes to jail for domestic violence. I mean, come on, let's see. This is not gonna be a happy ever after story. It never is with an alcoholic addict. So if your loved one is taken off with someone else, the caring woman who understands, or the guy who's gonna take care of her, let them, okay? Let's just wait for the end of the story. Okay? That's my thought on that. You always want to find somebody worse than you or dumber when you're really, really loaded. Misery loves company. Bye.